This is the very important verse of the Quran. That is the chapter number 3 and the verse number 7. And in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is categorizing about the verses of the Quran which they are dealing. Allah said there are ayat-e Muhkamat. Ayat-e Muhkamat means the verses which have a commandments. And Allah said, Hunna Ummul Kitab, and they are the mother of the book. They are the most important things that you follow in the Quran. The most important is the commandments of Allah. You need to follow the commandments of Allah. And there are some are Mutashabihat. Mutashabihat means similar, or there are some verses which Allah uses for grammarly use, comparing those verses as some attributes which is similar to creation. It is just needed to explanation, because we are human being and God, Allah, He created us and He wants to explain some matters. So He used some Mutashabihat in the book to explain us. For example, there is a word in Quran, Kul huwa Allahu Ahad. Say He, Allah is only one. And Huwa is the word which means is He, or in Tagalog, Shia. But there is a gender categorization. Huwa is for the male and the Hiya is for the female. Both has the same meaning. In Tagalog, Shia, or in English, Huwa means is he and Hiya means is she. But Allah used the word Huwa. It doesn't mean that you have to think Allah is like a human being with gender. No. Allah is free from all human resemblance and all the resemblance to His creation. So word Huwa used for Allah is just for the grammar use. It's because you need to use a certain word for Allah, and then that word used is Huwa. So Allah said, Kul huwa Allahu Ahad. Say He, Allah is only one. So without making any resemblance to Allah, you have to go with the word as is. For example, there is a word in the Quran means Yadullah. Yad means for us, for human beings, Yad means His hand. But when there is Yadullah word for Allah, it will not mean hand in any means. But it will be meaning here is the power of Allah. And that's what one of the great Sahabi or Ahl Bayt, Ibn Abbas, he explained about it. When you say the kingdom, Subhan Tabarakalladhi Bedil Mulko, and blessed is He whose Yad is the kingdom. So it doesn't mean the literal hand here, but it means the power of Allah. Okay, it means the power of Allah. For example, Wajhu. The literal meaning of Wajhu for the creation, for the human being, it means a face. When the Wajhullah means, it doesn't mean going to mean that Wajhullah means the face of Allah. Allah is free from human resemblance. Allah is free from human attributes or human organs. So when we say Wajhullah in the Quran, it is Mutashabihat also, and it means the Zatullah, the self of Allah. Since the time of the Adam and the time of the Noah, the Abraham and Moses and Jesus and the last Prophet Muhammad, and since the time of Prophet Muhammad until today, the right belief is Allah is free from any resemblance to His creation. Allah is free from time. There is no time for Allah. Allah is not bound to the past, present and future. You don't think about Allah has to be in certain tense, or past tense, or future tense, or the present tense. No, Allah is free from time limits. And Allah is free from the limit of space. Everything needs to be in a space, but Allah is unlimited, infinite, so Allah is not in need of a space. And that is one of the explanation of Allahu Samad. Allahu Samad means Allah is free from all the needs. We ourselves, we need the space and we need the time. We need the dimension, we need the geographical location, and we need the direction. But Allah is free from all this. Why? Because Allah is unlimited. Allah is not limited one. He is unlimited one. He is infinite. So you cannot imagine Him. Even the universe which we are living, which we see the universe, the sky, that scientists call it universe. And the size of the universe is, you need to travel for more than 100 billion years, 100 billion years with the speed of the light, which is 300,000 kilometers per second. And you need to travel in the universe for more than 100 billion years. That is the size of the universe. We cannot even imagine how I can travel for 100 billion years. Why my life is not even 100 years. And now I'm going to travel in the universe for 100 billion years with the speed of the light, 300,000 kilometers per second. And that is how big is the universe. Yet the universe is limited. But the self of Allah is unlimited. You cannot imagine, you cannot resemblance, you cannot say Allah is a square, Allah is a circle, Allah is a triangle. No. You cannot compare Allah to anything. You cannot compare Allah to sun. You cannot compare Allah to moon. You cannot compare Allah to creation. You cannot compare Allah to human beings. You cannot compare Allah with the sky. You cannot compare Allah with earth. No resemblance. Allah is not solid, liquid, gas, plasma, no. Whatever our mind can think, Allah is not that thing. Whatever we can think in our mind, that's not Allah. You need to believe Allah pure. Pure, without any resemblance, without any need. No father and no son. He has no beginning and he has no end. Walang umpisa, walang katapusan. And he is not similar to anyone. He's not like human being. He's not like the sun or the moon or the sky or the planet or the stars. No. Allah is not similar to anyone. So you need to believe. So those mutashabihat in the Quran, never try to compare those mutashabihat with Allah with human beings. When Allah will be talking with Jesus on the day of judgment and Allah will ask him, it's mentioned in the Quran in the end of Surah Al-Ma'idah, the Surah number 5, chapter number 5. When Allah said, when Allah will ask to Jesus, son of Mary, did you say to people to worship you and your mothers beside Allah, two gods beside Allah? And then Jesus said, my Lord, I never said a word except you command me to say. If I say that, then you know that. You know what is in my nafs, and I don't know what is in your nafs. So now word here used for Allah, nafs, and the word here used for Jesus, nafs. So when the word used for Jesus, word nafs, because he's a human being, so nafs means here is soul, kalulwa, or inner self. But when the word used for Allah, the soul, the nafs, it doesn't mean the soul. You cannot say Allah is a spirit. No, because spirit is a creation of Allah. It's created with the command of Allah. يَسَأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. They ask you about the ruh, the soul. Say it is from the command of Allah. And you are not given the knowledge, but very limited. So even the soul, we cannot make explanation. What is the soul? The soul is created with the command of Allah. That's the only knowledge we have. The body is created by Allah with the soil and water. But the soul which is inside our body, it is created with the command of Allah. And now you can, if you say Allah has a soul, or Allah is a spirit, or Allah is a spirit himself, then you are going to believe Allah is a body also. But Allah is free from the body, and Allah is free from the soul. He is not the soul, He is not the spirit, but He is Allah. He is Almighty. He is Creator, Tagapaglika. He is Dakhila. He is unlimited. He is as-samad, who is not need of anything, who is not need of time and space. La zaman la makan. That is the common belief, the most important belief, one of the most important belief of all the Muslims by the centuries. La zamanu la makan. Allah is free from time and Allah is free from the space. He cannot fit in anywhere because He is unlimited. You cannot think that Allah is inside His creation because He is unlimited. He cannot fit anywhere because He has no limitation at all. And He's powerful. He's omnipotent. He's omnipresent. His knowledge is unlimited. He knows what will happen until the day of judgment. And even after the day of judgment, forever, whatever will happen forever, Allah knows this. That's how great His knowledge is. Nothing can be hidden from Him. If you think that Allah will not know what will happen in the future, you don't believe in Allah. And nobody else knows about future. Only Allah can know about future. Even in the Bible, when they asked Jesus about when is the day of judgment coming, He said, I have no knowledge of this. Prophet Muhammad said, I have no knowledge of the end of the world. I have no knowledge of the day of judgment. Only Allah knows. So all the creation are given the knowledge from Allah, but limited knowledge. All the love comes from Allah. All the mercy comes from Allah. All the power comes from Allah. All the decision comes from Allah. The life comes from Allah. The death comes from Allah. The profit comes from Allah. The loss comes from Allah. The honor comes from Allah. And humiliation comes from Allah. No one has control over anything. How we can control these things? Even though our blink of our eyes, we cannot control it. No one can try to stop blinking. That is the smallest thing you can challenge, that I can stop blinking. You can never stop blinking. You can never stop pumping of your heart. You can never stop thinking. You cannot never stop your own system. You cannot stop breathtaking. You cannot stop the respiration of the lungs. You cannot stop the function of the kidneys. You cannot stop the function of the liver. Even our own body, we have no control at all. Everything belongs to Allah. Everything is controlled by Allah, and He is the most powerful. So may Allah guide us, may Allah forgive us. Inshallah, we need to correct our aqidah, our belief, and not to be misguided by some who are giving wrong ideas. And they are Muslims, scholars, and they are teaching like Christians. They are trying to compare Allah with the human beings. Allah is not like human beings. He is unlimited creator. He's not like His creation. So believe Allah are pure. One of the name of Allah is Al-Quddus. Al-Quddus means the holy. Holy means He's free from all errors. He is free from all defects. And also He is free from any resemblance to His creation. Laysa kamithlihi shay'un wa huwa as-sami'ul basir. There is nothing is comparable unto Him. So He is the most unique, He is the most powerful, and we need to believe Him as His majesty, He has right. We have the right to believe in Him in that way only. So may Allah guide us, may Allah forgive us.